I got friends that I know that I'm only gonna hear from in a time of need. I got friends that hit me up when it's been a long time they ain't heard from me. I got friends that will just be cool if I make that call and tell him it's peak. If he puts you on a shirt, he did it for me, it's a loyalty. I got friends that won't go anywhere else, she calls me the TBE. I got friends that I call my G, couple day ones with me. I got friends that started out like that, but she turned into a queen. Back in the palace ain't where you find my royalty.
Blackout, max out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Do fighters bring their A game against Tyson Fury, or is his resume overrated? The reason why we're asking is because some comments that was made by Big John Fury. So we're going to take a look and then we'll discuss it. So here's one of the things Big John Fury said. Big John said, Otto Wallin is scared of Anthony Joshua. Fair play to AJ. He looked like a man on a mission. Wallin never turned up, just like Deontay Wilder never versed Joseph Parker. I've never seen anything as bad as Wilder in my life. I was looking at two different people in Wallin and Wilder. Those were not the people who fought Tyson. Tyson probably took everything out of them. So that's what he said. Basically, Wallin and Wilder didn't look like the same people who fought Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury probably took everything out of them. Here's another comment that he made regarding the upcoming fight with Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua. So here's John Fury. He said, I don't know what it is when fighters see those big muscular men. They need brown trousers. When they see Tyson, a bit fat, doesn't look much, they seem to bring their A game and fight out of their skin. But when they see Anthony Joshua, 6'6", 18 stone, solid, looks the part, the plug goes out of them. If Francis Ngannou doesn't crap himself, it'll be a good fight. That's what he said. So basically, he's saying perhaps fighters bring their A game to Tyson Fury because he looks a bit out of shape. And when they see the chiseled muscles of, Anthony Joshua, not to sound like Ned, but they're saying that the fighters, kind of get timid among Anthony Joshua. I'm turning over to you, G. Do fighters bring their A game to Tyson Fury, or is his resume overrated?
This is a tough one. I kind of feel like I think the question should be switched around. It should be, does Fury bring his A game against these guys that are on his resume? But I'm gonna answer this question.
Answer however you want. It's your opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
but I don't want to.
It's just a conversation starter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because because what I feel like is I do agree with Tyson Fury's father that Tyson Fury doesn't look intimidating at all, right? Yeah, he's tall, but he looks sloppy. So you're like, man, I'm gonna violate this chubby dude. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, whoa, this dude got hands. He got footwork. He's all over the place. So he's just a freaking nature. You know what I mean? So I think that catches people off guard. But it's like a gift and a curse because Tyson Fury could go into a match not mentally prepared or physically prepared, And so with the Ngannou fight, I don't believe that was the best version of Tyson Fury that we've seen in the past. Like when we've seen Fury against Wilder, hold on one second. These goddamn kids, man. Yo, just take the whole thing out.
Yeah.
All right, word. So, because with Tyson Fury, he has all the necessary skills, but if he's not motivated, I don't think he taps in like that to his fullest potential when he goes into certain fights. So when he fought Wallin, you know, like Wallin cut him, right? And I agree with you, Caden. Like clearly Fury won that fight. Like that cut, it's not like the blood was going in the eye, so I wouldn't have stopped it if I was the ref, you know. So Fury was playing in the, you know, like Fury was just cruising until that cut, and then he's like, "Yo, oh man, they could stop this fight. I gotta turn up," you know. And it's like Fury, I guess he performs to the level of his opposition, you know. Like even when he fought Wilder the second time, like I thought it was gonna be like the first one, but he came in, you know, with muscles. You know what I'm saying? This dude had the fat man 6-pack. You know, this dude was prepared. And what happened? He violated Wilder. It was like embarrassing, you know. So I think Fury knows what he's doing, you know, and that's why, you know, it's hard to root for Fury, but because I see how Fury is, I'm not using his performance against Ngannou against him. I think when Fury fights Usyk, he's gonna be the best Fury possible for that fight, you know. So, and I think he's studying Usyk. He's looking at old tapes, you know. Like I'm pretty sure he has some pretty decent sparring partners that's gonna prepare him for Usyk. I just feel like him against Ngannou, he was probably thinking like, man, this is Ngannou's first fight. Nah, it's not that serious. You know, I watched him his UFC fights. He, you know, the way they fight, he's kind of sloppy with it. There's no way he can hurt me. You know what I mean? And again, another thing is maybe, and Caden brought this up a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago or something, but like he was like, what if, you know, Wilder, well, you saying in the reverse, what if Tyson Fury just destroyed Wilder, right? Where like Wilder's never gonna be the same. What if it goes both ways? You know what I'm saying? What if after that trilogy with Wilder, Fury's no longer the same? You know, so there's just a lot of questions, and I think we're really not going to get those questions answered until we see him in the ring with Usyk.
All right, Dollar Bill.
I'm just gonna jump off the subject. Yo, I was sitting here and I was listening to it. You were saying G, and then I was looking at the question, and then I'm sitting here thinking about the last episode too, and I was like, damn, Caden kind of right. Like, why can't these guys just give AJ his props, yo? Like, why always gotta be some like underlining like hate? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they see his chisel. He can't help it. He in the gym. He work out. He look. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get mad at the guy or y'all faulting him for. You know what I'm saying?
Like everything is a negative when it's applied to AJ.
Yeah,
even a chiseled body. Like
he got a chiseled body, so you know what I'm saying. Anybody else, that's a good thing.
Who wants to be that?
You know what I'm saying? He can't win. No matter what AJ does, he can't win. And that's what made me started to like the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting all this unnecessary hate for no reason while he was beating the guys who was in front of him. And his resume was better than all these other guys. You know what I'm saying? Do fighters bring their A game against Tyson Fury? Yes. I think they bring it against Fury, and I think they bring it against AJ. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ got the status of who he is, and then all this people think he's mentally weak, so they think they can make a name off of him. So, yeah, they come in there with their A game and try to get one off of AJ. And the same like they do with Tyson Fury because he's the so-called lineal champion and he got a belt. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to come in with their A game. You know what I'm saying? With both gentlemen because there's something to be had off of both. You beat AJ, you become a mega superstar and get a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? You fight, you beat Fury, you be the guy who beat the lineal and you get a belt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, both guys, people are going to come with their A game. We want to talk about resumes. I think that AJ got the better resume, you know what I'm saying, than Tyson Fury. That's just me, you know. Like who are we gonna give him? Who we gonna say? We gonna say Chico Stick Wilder? We was gonna say that was you know what I'm saying? Say what we gonna say? Like nah. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but I'll stick to the question. Do fighters? I think they bring their A game with both of these gentlemen, and I just think that like people just appreciate AJ for what it is, man. This kid is trying. He's giving his heart. Y'all quick to talk about how he looked. You know what I'm saying? Like in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? It's the funniest thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Both guys, I think both guys are at the top. So anybody who fights them is going to come with their A game.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone who fights Tyson Fury is bringing their A game. Ngannou brought his A game. Did Tyson Fury bring his A game? Probably not. But Ngannou did. And when you don't bring your A game and you mess around, you might find out. Did Otto Wallin bring his A game to Tyson Fury? Yes, he did. Did Tyson Fury bring his A game to Otto Wallin? Probably not. I think that's what you were getting at, G. Does Tyson Fury always bring his A game is more of the question. But it's what his dad said. His dad put it on the people. His dad said, oh, it wasn't the same Wallin. Oh, it wasn't the same Wilder. What if it was the same? It's just Tyson Fury is the one who he's different. Sometimes he's on his A game, sometimes he's not, right? And I said this before. We've seen Fury have stinkers in between giving us really good fights. And so you never know what Tyson Fury is going to show up. And I do think a part of that is based on something his dad touched on. His dad said they look at Fury and he seems a bit, soft, or he seems a bit out of shape. Well, yeah, people judge that. When you see someone who's built like Anthony Joshua, when you see someone who's built like Francis Ngannou, you automatically associate that with these guys work out hard. Like they're physically like they're disciplined. They do it. Tyson Fury, it's not to say that he doesn't work out, but he's not disciplined. When you just see him, like G said it, when he fought Wilder the second time, which is the best he's ever looked to me, G said, I'm using G's words, he had the fat six-pack, which is really when you start to see like where the fat over the six-pack, because everyone has a six-pack under the fat, right? Well, everyone has abs under the fat. Depending on your genetics, it could be 6, 8, whatever. But he was so fit in taking his diet, like discipline with his diet and everything, the fat around his belly was starting to melt away. And when you see that, that's when you know he's taking it seriously. What does Usyk call him? Greedy belly. What does the name imply? You have no discipline. And no one can front, because like working out and being disciplined with your diet is something completely different. Like, and I know this because the working out's easy. Working out is easy. Like everyone can work out. Like working out is easy. The hard part is the diet, yo.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The diet's the hard part. Like, yo, for real. Like y'all don't see it, but yo, G's one of the most athletic big dudes. Like, if G played football in high school, he probably would have been in the NFL, man. I tell him that all the time. Like, as an old lineman on D line or D tackle, he would have been. But G's one of the most athletic big dudes like I've ever met. And I know working out's not the problem for him. Like, we would talk like, oh, diet. For me too.
Yo, back then I was reckless.
Yo, for real, diet. I remember, you remember how we used to work out like every Saturday. After we work out, I would go and get like 2 packs of Toll House cookies and be like, yo, protein overload.
Yeah, and I would get the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Sandwich was deadly, man. You know what I'm saying?
But the point is, if you want to look like Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, without taking illegal substances, you're going to have to be disciplined with your diet. And Tyson Fury is not adverse to working out. There's no doubt in my mind he works out like a pro athlete. But the discipline to not drink, to not eat the bad stuff, that's where it kicks in. So I do think when fighters look at Tyson Fury, they think he's not a disciplined fighter. He's not disciplined. Yo, and it makes a difference. Like, I'll speak strictly for myself. Like, if I had a week of eating poorly and then I gotta go perform like run or play a basketball game or whatever, yo, I feel sluggish. I don't feel as good. Like I'm not as quick. Like I don't got it like when I'm on top of my diet. So when people look at Fury, they automatically assume that, you know, he's not going to be able to do what guys who diet and he's not going to be able to keep up with them. They automatically assume that. But I'll just close by saying this. I think one of the reasons why people bring their A game to Fury and they seem more timid when they're with Anthony Joshua is, one, Anthony Joshua punches harder than Tyson Fury. But two, we've seen Tyson Fury get dropped so many times that an actual fighter believes they can drop Tyson Fury. The Anthony Joshua's chinnies narrative is actually the one that's exaggerated. Anthony Joshua was rocked against Andy Ruiz and a few times against Usyk. But even when he was rocked against Usyk, it looked like he was fatigued more so than. And even with Andy Ruiz, like,
you know, he went down with Klitschko. They're gonna mention, you know, in the comments, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Klitschko. He went down with Klitschko."
Yeah, it's true. He went down with Klitschko.
But Klitschko punched like a cannon, bro.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, Klitschko will knock out some animals, dog. Like, say you got dropped by Klitschko, dog.
That's the one Ukrainian I gave the utmost respect.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
listen, just saying it. We don't believe in knocking out animals. We're not on no Ricardo.
Yeah, we don't believe that.
Peter can show up to our show.
But the point is, I think he doesn't want to admit it himself, Big John Fury. But the difference is AJ punches harder. Like there's huge risk in even Andy Ruiz. The first fight, Andy Ruiz got dropped. AJ was going for the kill. And cool, I salute Andy because Andy proved that, why you should go out on your shield. Because you just never know. You know what I mean? That last bullet might land. And it landed. You know what I mean? And it changed his life. You know? And so you got to understand that he has the power. In the rematch, Andy Ruiz was not trying to run in on AJ. When AJ just decided, I'm going to keep you at the end, and I'm going to hit you with straight rights, Ruiz didn't try to run in on him. The difference is AJ can pop. AJ got power. It's not to say Tyson Fury don't have power, but he don't got power like AJ. That's why people are timid when they're in front of AJ. Tyson Fury will box your head off. He don't got the power like AJ. To me, that's the difference.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you're rocking with.